Welcome to my summer car. I'm building the rear suspension. Let's grab this drum brake and set it over here. Now let's go grab the shock and coil. Got the shock absorber. Let's take it over and drop it near the rear end of the car so I can put all the suspension together here soon. Just adjusting the camera real quick. Just gotta move it a little bit. Alright, let's go grab that coil spring real quick so we can put it on the car. Drop it right here, and let's grab the number 12 spanner. Put the trail arm right there. Let's jack up the car first so I can put all these suspension parts on the car. As you saw, I already did the front end of the car. I lost my footage for that, so I could not find it. So at least have to jack up the car so I can work on it a little bit more. Because whenever you don't jack it up, for some reason it twitches a bunch. So it's better to jack up the car to work on the suspension. Let's grab the trail arm. Saw the check mark, there it is. Put it on. Now let's get our number 12. We have 2 bolts to tighten right here. Very simple rear suspension. I wish you could put disc brakes on the rear of the Satsuma to help it to stop because it has terrible brakes, but it does not. Let's go get some water real quick. My character's a little bit thirsty. Let's get some water. Alright, we're all good now. Let's get some food. Character's a bit hungry. Now let's smoke a little bit. Character's a little bit stressed out. Let's go work on Satsuma again. Waiting for the rain to stop. And the windows clear up so quick from the rain. Once I'm done with this, we can continue the rear suspension. Almost there. Keep going. Alright, there we go. Let's go grab some parts real quick. Let's grab these absolutely hideous wheels. I absolutely hate these. I have the GT rims in my garage because I went and scavenged for all the GT parts and all the parts hidden around the map so I could put this car together. But as I said, I lost the footage of me doing that, so I don't have it. Make sure these are tightened. Let's grab our coil spring and shove it in here. There's the check mark. Right, now you take your shock absorber and you put the top end right there. And you go up a little bit. It takes a second to find the check mark for this one, but once you find it, you'll know where it goes. Right there. There's the check mark. You'll need a 12mm bolt for the top, and for the bottom you'll use a 6 spanner. I've played this game enough to know all these bolts without even looking at any guides or anything. Very simple, Very simple to build the car. Doesn't take very long if you've played the game before. So, pretty simple. Now let's take our drum brake, throw it on the car, and let's bolt it on. You'll use a 14 spanner for that to bolt it on. Now we just need to throw our wheel on here. You'll use a 13 spanner for this. It takes a second to find it. Just need that check mark. There we go. Now we grab the 13. We tighten these 4 bolts really quick. Very simple. Alright, there we go. All 4 bolts are tightened. Now let's move over to the other side so we can put it together. Very simple to put this together. We'll just copy what we did on the other side of the car. Alright, there we go. 12 mils, just like on the other side. Now we're going to grab our shock absorber. Our coil spring, sorry. And then we grab our shock absorber and put it right there with the check mark. There we go. And then you use a 12 spanner for the top. A very simple suspension setup, just some trail arms with some drum brakes. Alright, now we use a 6 spanner to tighten the bottom. There's just 2 bolts down here. Now we'll grab our drum brake. We'll use a 14 for this. Super simple. Now we'll just grab our wheel. Now we use a 13 spanner for that. Tighten all 4 of these bolts. Let's lower the car down. Move the jack over here out of the way, so that way when Satsuma's ready to drive, we can just back it up. Let's grab our spanner set. Let's move over to the front of the car. We're going to grab a 14 spanner and adjust the alignment. I'm not using a guide for this, I'm just kind of guessing. I'm just going so it looks kind of straight. It's not fully straight yet. little bit more. So all we have to do is just a little bit more, so it's straight enough to pass inspection once I get there. I also forgot to buy headlight bulbs when I first went to the store. And yes, I do know that this side is bent. I need to get the prying bar and bend it back into place. So just slowly adjusting it. It's not fully straight yet. I'm slowly adjusting it. And straight enough. Just a little bit too. Just a little bit not enough. Alright, let's move into the garage real quick and grab our steering column. We will bolt this in real quick. Very simple. 2 8mm bolts to hold this in. You gotta turn it real quick. Check mark. Now you grab your 8 spanner. It's easier to do it from outside the car. You crouch all the way down and then you lean in. There's one on the bottom and one on the top. It's very simple. Alright, now let's move into the garage and get started on the engine. Let's clear off the disc a little bit so I can build the engine right here. Move these headlights out of the way, and then we're going to move the tail lights. I probably should put these on the car soon because they're just here. Alright, now let's grab the block. Flip it over so we can put in the crankshaft and main bearings. There's the crankshaft. So now we just put it in right there. Let's go to adjust the brightness a little bit. Let's grab our main bearings. Put main bearing 3 right here at the back of the engine. You grab your 9mm spanner. Alright, so now you bolt that in. It's just 2 bolts. Let's grab our main bearing 1. All done with that. Now let's just grab our last main bearing 2. This goes right in the center of the engine. It's just 2 9mm bolts, just like the other. Alright, all done with that. Let's grab our pistons and shove them in the car. In the motor, technically. The motor should be in the car very soon. Hopefully by the next part of this episode. that piston number 3 does not look that good. It looks super, super bad. So I'm just not going to put that in the engine, because that has a very high chance of failing very, very soon. So we're just going to set that right there for now and not worry about it. I'm looking real quick to see if it's bent at all or has holes in it, but it seems okay except for just being very dark, which is not good for it at all. It's very bad. Alright, I'm gonna grab this to see if I can push the car, because I've seen other people push the car using this while inside of it. Cannot get it to work. Throw it over there. Alright, let's save the game real quick. Alright, I'm back. Let's grab these and throw them into the garage so I have them for later whenever I'm going to build the engine some more. I cannot build the engine until I fix that piston. Sorry, it lagged a little right there. Alright, just grab your 7mm spanner for the pistons. It's just 2 bolts per piston. Let's go get a drink real quick, because my character's thirsty and hungry. Alright, we're all good there. Let's get some food real quick. Grab that. Now let's go shower because my character is very dirty. done showering. We're mostly clean. Let's go over here. If you go in this room and lean your head through the wall, you can drop things outside into the garage way easier. To close these doors real quick. Turn on a light because I'm going to sleep. Well, it's still Wednesday, so I don't know what to do now. Let's turn off this light so we don't waste power. Just move this jerry can. Right here should be good. Let's take this spanner set. Oh, I didn't mean to fall into there. It's okay though. Drop it right here. Grab the electronics. I'm gonna throw those in the car. Throw this piston right up here. Right there on the table. That's got me, my brake master cylinder. Let's go bolted in the car. I lost the footage of me putting the clutch in, but it's there. It's not bolted, it's just in there. Want a 8 for both of these. It's better to do it from inside the engine bay, much easier. Just 2 bolts on the outside here in the engine bay. Let's get some water. My dude is very thirsty. No water. Dang, blowing foos. I mean, it's alright. We got beer. We'll be okay. And we do need something to drink also. Or, I meant something to eat. Let's grab this radio. And we're going to set it right there. Put it in. There's no bolts for the radio. Now we're going to grab the RPM gauge. And we're going to put it right there. And then we're going to put it in the slot. There's the check mark. Drop that right there. Grab this. And bring it over to Satsuma. Let's drop it right here also. Grab this driver's seat. Drop it right here. Now we take our dashboard. We're going to put it right here. Hope it doesn't break the windshield. Alright, we're good. Now we grab our spanner set, bring it in the cab with us. Now you grab your 10 spanner. There's 2 bolts for the dashboard. One right here. And one right here. It's hard to get this after having the 2 ears. Now we grab our 7 spanner so we can tighten the RPM gauge on. Just 2 bolts, that's all that you need for this. Now we're going to grab our 6, and there's 2 bolts, one right here, and one right there below it. That is all for today. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.